Is it not an issue for me to go and pay a visit to the Kuchiki family grave? Well...
The Kuchiki clan is bound by the oaths made to its ancestors. Your position may be the lowest in the family, but this also applies to you.
I understand. This is where Miss Hisana rests, too.
Hisana, my late wife. She originally came from the Rukon district. Bringing someone like her into one of the great noble families. It was unthinkable for the head of the family to do such a thing at the time, and I was opposed not only by the Kuchiki family, but by the other great noble families as well. However, I ignored all of their protests and married Hisana anyway. I had broken our family's rules, but I had no regrets about doing so. To me, the time I spent with Hisana was worth more than anything else. Hisana became ill. Until the day she died, she remained worried about the sister that she had left behind. I promised I would find and protect her sister. I upheld that promise and located Rukia, whom I then adopted, bringing her into the Kuchiki family.
Brother, are you... is anything wrong?
No. Once when I married Hisana, and once when I adopted Rukia. Those were the only 2 times that I broke the rules. The Kuchiki family has a responsibility to set an example for all Soul Reapers. After all, if we do not uphold the law, then who will? That's the reason that I made a vow that I would never again break the law, no matter what. I swore that from that moment on, I would always uphold it, whatever it might cost to do so.
Captain Kuchiki, I have news.
What is it?
Sir, it's about Rukia's execution. It has been made official.
I see.
Sir.
I vowed I would never break the law again. Whatever the price that must be paid, no matter the cost, I made a solemn promise that I would always uphold the law. Rukia herself is ready to accept the ultimate punishment. After my wife, that I should come to mourn my sister too. But such is my vow.
Listen, you better not keep telling the story when I'm not around.
Kaien Shiba. If he were alive, what would he have done? Despite coming from the foremost of the great noble families, he acted freely, unfettered by customary obligations, and had kindness to spare. I recall that he often used to say that he considered me to be too cold to Rukia, too rigid and inflexible. If he were still alive. No, this question is pointless. Whatever the price that must be paid, I will uphold the law. I must simply remain true and abide by my vow.
Captain Kuchiki!
Where are you going, Renji?
Rukia, I swear I'm going to save you.
You may not.
Let's go! Is there no way? Can't I convince you to let me pass?
I won't say it twice.
I told you, I will do it. I'm going to save Rukia. If you won't let me pass, there can be only one outcome. I'll have no choice but to kill you. I can't afford to lose. Bankai! Heal! Yamamoto!
Impossible. You aren't even able to force me to fall down onto one knee. That's it. Futile. I go. I will escape. That's it. Stand down. Strike back. That's it. Strike back. I am unscathed. Stand down. Strike.
If you aren't going to retreat, I'll make you retreat with force! Hikutsu Taiho!
I will personally end this.
Damn you! This is just the beginning.
Soul Gun Sweep. Stand down. Soul Gun Sweep. Soul Gun Sweep. I won't too easily. Bankai. Scatter. Senbon Sakura Kageoshi. Now I ask you, do you still insist on this foolishness? That you will somehow be able to rescue Rukia?
Of course.
What?
I swore. I made a vow that I would save her.
You swore an oath. To whom?
To no one. Not one single person. No one! Except for myself!
To whom? Here I come.
It's all meaningless!
Too weak. That's it. Be still. I am unscathed. Pierce. Go. I shall end this with my blade. Senkei. Senbon Sakura Kageoshi. Be gone like dust in the wind.
Lose!
To no one else but himself. Well done. It seems that in the end, your fangs really did reach me.
The spiritual pressures of Squad 6's Lieutenant, Renji Abarai, and Rukia Kuchiki of Squad 13, they're gone. They've disappeared from the barracks.
Currently, the Stealth Force's 2nd unit, the patrol troops, is investigating all areas of the Seirete.
What's going on? Is something the matter, Captain?
Continue your report.
Yes, sir. It is highly likely that Rukia Kuchiki and Renji Abarai have headed to Hueco Mundo without permission.
I see.
Huh? But that would be a grave violation of the rules, regardless of whether they're lieutenants or not.
However, the fact is, there isn't anything that we can do right now. Just ignore them. Stand down.
You really have changed, Byakuya.
What is that supposed to mean?
Yep, it means just that.
Wait, 7th Seed Yamata.
Captain Kuchiki, how nice to see you.
You're in regular contact with Rukia, aren't you?
Huh? Yes. Ever since that whole mess with Aizen.
I've heard things. People have been saying that I've changed a lot.
What?
How do you see me?
I'm not quite sure how to respond to that. Is this meant to be a test? My apologies. Would you mind? Could I have a little more time to think about it?
Right now, I'd like your opinion. I'm asking you whether you think I've changed or not.
Huh? Yeah. People are always changing. That's what Captain Unohana said before. Well, I'd better get going.
Hey! What's up, Captain?
Renji, there's something that I would like to ask you.
Ask me? About what?
Do you believe that I've changed?
What? I can't be asked that! Not by my own captain. It's not like it's an order.
I see. Then consider it a captain's order.
No way!
A captain must also take notice of how he's perceived by those around him, and by those who serve beneath him.
Fine. Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess it's like easier to talk to you now than it was before. You know, I'm sure there's loads of guys who'd be like, back then, I could have never imagined this. Just shooting the breeze with Captain Kuchiki.
I'm different now.
Not that I'm sure that actually happened, though.
Whoa there, what are you two doing?
Captain Kyoraku, nice to see you.
Yes, thanks for having me. So, are your wounds healed now, Renji?
Yes.
Captain Kuchiki, Head Captain Yamamoto is calling for you. Could you not look at me all scary like that? Oh, I should mention he's calling me and Captain Zaraki over too.
You fools! Seriously? You lost your captain's robes? I could understand if they were torn, but how could you outright lose them? How dare you stand there looking unconcerned like that? I am beginning to worry about you.
Please don't worry. It'll be fine, Head Captain. I'm happy to chip in if you'd like. I'll pay for the loss of those cheap rags.
That is not what I am worried about. Not even close. And they weren't cheap rags, you know. They're robes. Listen, A battle is not just about winning. There are more subtleties to it than that. What is wrong with you? What exactly do you people think a captain's robe is anyway?
A nuisance.
Cheap.
Fashion?
You damn fools!
All right, I'm out of here.
I'll be on my way then.
Now, if you'll excuse...
Captain Kuchiki, I need a moment with you. No, it is nothing too serious. I just want to discuss a rumor I happen to overhear. I've heard from the soldiers. Apparently, there's been talk. They say they've noticed that something about you appears to have changed recently. You are the head of one of the great noble families. It is only reasonable they would be confused and start to speculate about matters.
I see. That certainly may have been rather careless of me. However, there is something else. I'd like to ask you a question, Head Captain. I was wondering if you'd tell me, how do you perceive me?
You ask a question of me? Very well. Take up your sword. The answer that you seek shall be found reflected in your blade.
Very well, then. Slash it. As I'd expect of Head Captain Genryu's side. He's even missing an arm now, but that has done nothing to diminish his power.
Kuchiki, this is a battle to determine the very nature of your spirit. If there's a question, if there's something that you want to know or wish to ascertain, put your all into your blows and make the answer clear.
Here I come.
I like your determination. Ryujin Chaka! What? No distraction!
I will not go easy on you. Scatter, Senbon Sakura. You should have withdrawn your sword.
What is it that gives your blade power? What fuels it? For what purpose do you swing your sword? What do you hope to achieve through it? Don't you know why I've been able to serve as head captain of the 13 Court God squads for a millennium? It is simple. Because no soul reaper stronger than me has emerged in 1,000 years. Oh, I'm not pushing back. Let's go. What? So that's me? That's it. I am so that's here it is. Judged you. So that's sweet. So brave. Incredible. All things of this world turn to ashes.
It seems there is nothing to discuss. Bankai. Scatter. Senbon Sakura Kageoshi.
Let's go. Hello? What? What is there? Hello? Can't hurt me.
Slash it. I shall end this with my blade. Senkei. Senbon Sakura Kageoshi. Do you think you will still be standing after this?
How can this be?
It is my turn now. I am unscathed.
Fool! I will show you no mercy. I am not there.
Here I come. I'll cut you down. Scatter. Be still.
Judged you.
Be still. Let us finish this. Shuke uptaken. The curtain will fall.
You scoundrel! It would seem that you have found your answer. Your spirit and power were quite remarkable. I must tell you that they have made a deep impression on me. And above all, your skill has improved more than ever. But that is not what is most important. I shall now tell you a tale from long ago. Once upon a time, there was a sword-wielding demon. This demon spent his days cutting down anyone and anything in pursuit of his goal. He proclaimed himself to be the strongest of all, and perhaps even more than that, he believed that his might made right. He also had another strong belief, that the court guard should use any and all means to serve the Soul Society. And serve the Soul Society he most certainly did. However, all around the demon, fear would give birth to yet more fear, and hatred would call upon hatred to grow. The demon's logic was something that I could not deny. That was, without any question, the proper form of the court guard. However, your court guard is a different beast altogether, and I am certain that you shall continue to forge it anew in your own image. I will continue to entrust it to you, Byakuya Kuchiki.
This'll do nicely. Captain!
What is making that racket?
Listen, you'd better see it for yourself. I think you'll understand quicker that way.
A message? It's from Rukia. Help Ichigo Kurosaki so he can regain his Soul Reaper powers. I see.
You'll be coming too, right, Captain?
Renji,
Yes, sir!
do you really need to ask that?
No, that won't be necessary. I'm sorry.
Return to your duties.
Yes, sir, Captain. Yes, that's right, Captain. I know that a lot of time has passed, but please allow me to give you an answer nonetheless. Regarding what's changed about you, that's what I mean.
Let's hear it then.
If you were still the same captain, that you were in the past, you would have never gone to Ichigo's rescue. At least, that's what I think, anyway. Since, after all, transferring a Soul Reaper's powers to a human is a grave offense and all that. But nowadays...
Is that so? I thank you.
What? No need, Captain.
Long ago, there was a man by the name of Cayenne Shiba.
Cayenne. Well, to be honest, I guess I'd have to say that Ichigo definitely seemed like a distant relative of his.
Yes. He put smiles on the faces of all those around him, but especially on Rukia, who adored him. I always thought that he was the complete opposite of me. If it were him, he would have saved Rukia and Ichigo Kurosaki without giving it a second thought at all while saying something like, "I'll deal with the consequences later." If what people have been saying is true, if I really have changed, I certainly don't know it yet. But still, I get the feeling that everyone is smiling at me more. And it's surprisingly not as awful as I would have thought.
No doubt about that.
Indeed.